On the subject of Dulcet, the fan fiction. So this was a. It's kind of interesting. It was a big Macintosh. It was a big Macintosh cheerily romance fiction, but the majority of it was Big Macintosh and Rarity. What happens is it starts with Big Macintosh going to a restaurant that Rarity had invited him to, and he's real nervous. It's first person, so it was pretty cool seeing like how Big Mac thinks. It had some really funny parts because he's very awkward and uncomfortable. And he thought Rarity invited him because she wanted to go on a date, and he likes Cheerilee. So what happens is about halfway through the date, he tells Rarity that he doesn't like feel comfortable just if she thinks it's a date, and he's like leading her on. But Rarity was doing it because of the on the episode with the pony tones where Fluttershy is singing for Big Macintosh and Big Macintosh has to fake sing. Like she felt bad because she was only concerned about Fluttershy and she didn't really consider Big Mac's feelings. So she had invited him out to go eat because she felt bad for basically ignoring his feelings and not really being concerned with how he felt. So it was a misunderstanding. He thought it was a date, and she did not. And so Rarity wants to help him tell tell Cheerilee how he feels, but he's really shy and scared to tell Cheerilee how he feels. So they dance, and when they're dancing, she tells him that she'll be quiet and for him to imagine that he's dancing with Cheerilee and just to be honest and tell her what he'd tell Cheerilee. So he does it, and it's real sweet. It's real nice. Big Mac is. It's just a really sweet, nice, like the way he feels, and like Rarity kind of cries, and she's like, if you tell her, like she'll definitely fall for you, and it's another really funny part because he's like, I can't tell her or whatever, and Rarity is like, if you don't tell her, I'll have you thrown in a dungeon, and he's like, a dungeon, and she's like, my best friend is a is a princess. I have connections, and it's really funny. And so what happens is he says that he'll tell her the next day or whatever, and it switches day. It could have ended there. It could have ended there and just give you the presumption that, oh yeah, they went and whatever. But like that was a good ending to end in there. But they took it a little further, and what happens is it switches perspectives to Rarity's perspective. So it's in first person Rarity perspective, and she's at like a coffee shop in the morning the next day, and she could hear like Big Mac and Shirley like talking, and they're like kind of walking together or whatever. And yeah, so it worked out. He told her how he felt or whatever, and it made Shirley really happy. So they're gonna go on a date, and they're gonna go like ice skating and stuff. And Rarity's just happy, like she's happy for them, and that's the whole story. And honestly, it's like these these are the stories that are the best. These are the ones that like really, really, really go up there. They are nice. They make me happy. They make me smile. They make me like characters more, like Big Macintosh. I appreciate the character development he got in this, how he's awkward and stuff, and how he's just a really nice guy, and he's just trying to get by. Rarity seems even more likable because like yeah, you do see Rarity being like kind of grating in the series sometimes. Like she's a little overly dramatic, she's a little overly arrogant sometimes, stuff like that. But you see how the fans view her when they like her, and it's like, oh yeah, she's great. Like I like her as a character so much too. Um, so it was an excellent story. Like I really enjoyed it. It 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 definitely gets top. It's gonna get a top spot. I I don't know if I put it over Her Scarf Fluttered in the Absence of Wind. I Cadence and Dragon or Big Mac and Rarity. Honestly, the Cadence and Dragon one got me like three times, so I'm gonna have to put Dulcet just below it. It's gonna be at number two, and then Naked. Naked Naked Horizons. I don't really know. The one where Twilight's a big old dork and writes the fan fiction will be third, and then the first will still be Cadence and Dragon. It was really good though. I definitely give it a 5 out of 5, and I would like to read more stuff from this same author. 5 out of 5 stars.